starts like a story we've heard before. A cold night. A dead body. A quiet suburb hiding something much darker. But this isn't fiction. This is the real-life case of Karen Red. And it's one of the most disturbing and confusing cases to come out of Massachusetts in years. On January 29, 2022, Boston police officer John O'Keefe was found dead in the snow outside a fellow officer's home in Canton. His girlfriend, Karen Red, was soon arrested and charged with second-degree murder. Prosecutors say she hit him with her SUV while dropping him off at a house party, and then drove away, leaving him to die alone in the freezing cold. But the more you look into this case, the more it stops feeling like an accident, and starts feeling like a cover-up. Let's start with the basics. That night, Karen and John had been drinking at two local bars. There are receipts, footage, and texts. Witnesses saw them arguing. Karen later told police she dropped him off outside the party around 12:30 a.m. She never went inside. By morning, John O'Keefe was dead, bruised, unconscious, and half buried in the snow outside the house. Karen was the one who found him, hours later. And she was the one who called 911. But here's where things get strange. According to police, Karen's taillight was shattered. Red plastic fragments were found near John's body. They claimed the damage to her SUV lined up with injuries on his body. They said she confessed at the scene, repeating, "I hit him! I hit him!" But Karen's defense says that wasn't a confession. It was panic. Shock. A woman realizing the man she loved was lying dead in front of her. They claim there was no accident. That John never even made it out of the house alive. Instead, the defense paints a very different picture. They say something happened inside that house, some kind of confrontation. That John was attacked. Maybe beaten. Possibly bitten by a dog. And that someone dragged his body outside to stage the scene. There's no security footage from the street. The only nearby camera stopped recording that night. A key witness, another officer, claims he didn't see John at the party at all. The people inside the house? They're all connected, police, family members, close friends. And none of them saw, or heard, anything suspicious. Even the physical evidence is strange. John's body was found face up in the snow, with deep injuries, bruises, and what looked like a puncture wound, possibly from an animal. But one of his shoes was found far away from his body, completely clean. Not buried. Not even wet. His phone was found face down, screen unbroken. Blood was in multiple locations around the yard. The scene didn't make sense. Not for a hit and run. And then there's the dog. One of the residents owned a large dog, big enough to cause serious injury. After the incident, that dog was quietly removed from the home. Rehomed. And despite rumors, there's no record of it being examined for evidence. The defense believes that dog may have attacked John, and that the people inside the house knew what happened. So they staged the outside to look like a tragic accident. Since the trial began, this case has gone viral, fueling social media theories, TikTok breakdowns, and Reddit deep dives. Some see Karen Red as a murderer. Others believe she's being set up by a tight-knit group of police and officials trying to protect their own. Protests have erupted outside the courthouse. Supporters wear shirts that say, "Free Karen," and "Reed did not kill." Meanwhile, the prosecution insists this is simple. A drunk, angry woman ran over her boyfriend and left him for dead. But nothing about this case feels simple. No surveillance video. Conflicting witness stories. A rehomed dog. A missing shoe. And a man who died with more questions than answers. As of June 2025, the jury is deliberating. A verdict could come any day now. If Karen Reed is guilty, she could spend the rest of her life in prison. If she's innocent, then someone else in that house knows exactly how John O'Keefe died. And they've been silent for 3 years. This isn't just a case about murder. It's about power. It's about silence. And it's about what people are willing to do to protect their own.